It's like Naked and Afraid of Love before that show existed. Naked and Afraid of Snakes. Hello and welcome to Bad Movies Don't Exist, where films, television shows, and other media that get ignored, scoffed at, or figuratively spat upon are embraced, held, and loved. We love them for their unseen greatness. That was a long sentence. Had to take a big breath. Now, today's film is actually beloved as a B movie. We're talking about Hard Ticket to Hawaii, and I've asked two of my close friends to be my movie critic guests. My name is Sunnamerica, and please welcome Kirsten Krehbiel and Crystal Lo.
Hi.
How are you guys today?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Doing pretty good. Yeah.
Good.
Excited.
So a little bit about Kirsten and Crystal. I am part of their girl group. Not like a pop star group. I made that sound like we're the Spice Girls, although that would be pretty cool. No, we're in a comedy group called Feminine Odor, and we make content on, we often have feminine odor, so it's perfect. Yeah, so we make content on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the socials, and we have a podcast as well on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. So be sure to check us out. They're going to help me dive into, thank you, Crystal, the film known as Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Yeah, so initial thoughts, you guys. I gotta say, on a rewatch, I had some mixed feelings, but how do you feel? Just initial thoughts in 2 sentences.
Sexy open. Hell yeah. So all I knew was the clip that you had shown me. And so when I saw that, I was like, whoa, yay. Let's get into this.
Yeah.
That was my initial thoughts.
Well, I never heard of this film until Sunnamerica brought it up. And so she was mentioning, beware of boobs and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, they got sex, they got explosions, everything you want. And nice beaches.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that?
I think what is interesting about this movie is a lot of times when I watch TV, film, conventional TV and film, not the kind of film I would review on this podcast. I really love shows and movies where I feel like I want to dive into the world where they live, like where I want to become a part of that world. And I felt like this kind of was that way just because of how beautiful and like to a point glamorous the setting felt. Did you guys feel that way?
Yeah.
Oh no, I agree. You shoot in Hawaii, and I like the aerial shots they did, and was like, oh, they got the budget to do a whole film in Hawaii. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cinematography really wasn't that bad. There were a few moments that like cracked me up. Like there was the scene where she like is paragliding and comes in, and there's just a random, like every now and again there would just be like random people in the background. I'm like, they weren't meant to be there.
I missed that. I need to look back on that.
Yeah, like make a counter of all the people who showed up in Hard Ticket to Hawaii who are now, extras. Well, that brings me to a good point. That's a great segue because this movie was directed by Andy Sedaris. He was a professional director. He started his television career, I'm reading off the Wikipedia page. He started his television career in 1950. He worked as a stage manager, and he started directing telecasts for sports, including Monday Night Football games. Then he entered scripted television in the mid-70s, directing episodes of program Kojak and The Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mysteries. So this guy was like a legitimate director. He's not like a Tommy Wiseau. He's more of, he knows what he's doing. And then he went into the world of feature films. So Bullets, Bombs, and Babes. Bullets, Bombs, and Babes. That's his film series.
Yeah. It's right to the point. That's what you're getting, what you're paying for.
So that's Andy Sedaris, and he was actually in the film. He played, I believe, Whitey, that guy who was at the restaurant. Yeah.
The
Oh,
awful guy before.
Yeah.
is that the guy?
Yeah.
Is that the
That's
same?
the director.
Wow, that's.
And
Okay.
get this. His wife is his producer. Like his real life wife.
Oh.
I want to hear from both of you. If you could put the plot into your own words, how would you phrase it? And this is an honest attempt to put the plot into your own words. Who would like to go first?
When a drug deal goes
plot.
awry, two busty blondes come in to save the day while a toxic snake's on the loose. Welcome to Hawaii. That's my best plot.
That's amazing.
I don't know.
Do you like drugs? Do you like babes? Do you like beaches? Come watch Hard Ticket to Hawaii. We got it all. And snakes too.
They do have it all.
Snake.
They're like,
I almost forgot about the snake.
I know, the snake is like an afterthought for like part of the movie, and then you're like, oh wait, the snake's still there.
Like a totally different movie every time the snake came around. I was like, wait, what is the purpose of this?
Yeah, I finished the film thinking like, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you guys can answer them.
No, I can't. I don't know what happened either. But I feel like it's so funny because the snake, like every time the snake appears, there's like a zoom onto its face, and the snake's like,
It's so awful.
and then they're like, I forgot what the line was, but they were like, well, the snake's going to pass away in 48 hours anyway due to the toxicity in its own blood or whatever.
Well, and it like, I love what it did to that couple too, because it's like it ate on them, but it didn't swallow them like an actual snake would do. And it like also like the toxins destroyed them in weird ways.
Yeah, imagine being that couple and like getting this nice helicopter ride from a CIA agent to a different island.
Yeah.
P.S. Why? And then you're just gonna go camping in Hawaii and you get absolutely destroyed by a toxic snake. What a turn of events.
Well, like, and by camping, it's like they put a sheet up on the beach. That was their camping. I was like, this couple is not surviving. They cannot survive. That's so silly. Snake or no snake, they weren't surviving.
Yeah. It's like Naked and Afraid of Love before that show existed. Naked and Afraid of Snakes. All right, so what were your favorite moments in the film?
Well, I did, the opening credits was quite creative, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It did inspire me to be like, oh, if I ever did a short film, I would do credits like that. Something creative with cargo boxes, maybe somebody pushing a cart with people's names on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like a flipping of a box and it had two different names on it was really
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did really, really well.
Yeah.
Some dude had a clipboard with people's
Yeah.
names on it. He just flipped the pages.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I don't know. That
Yeah.
was kind of awesome.
No, I thought so too. When I first watched it, Michael and I watched it together, and he was like, "Whoa, that's like legitimately awesome." That they thought of this.
It was kind of
yeah.
cool. I was like,
Yeah.
can't say the same for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's good. That was really good. The opening
Yeah.
credits.
And how they kind of weaved it in too to like the exposition, because there were things happening in between the credits.
I have like a few things of like things that I loved because they were so outrageous. So one, the original music, the Hard Ticket to Hawaii song, hilarious.
Hard
Amazing that they did it.
To Hawaii. Is that how it goes?
It was pretty catchy. It was good. They had an original song. How
I
crazy.
know, right?
Like,
Ugh. Her ninja star boots. The fact that she pulled a ninja star out of her cowboy boots, I was like, no. That was so dumb.
Yeah.
So the bartender, Michelle, and I did appreciate like there was never a conversation of like what like is that someone is that what she does on the daily? Like is that her daily life? Is she like dresses as this bartender? Because they all knew her.
Yeah.
Like so that's just her daily life. I don't know. I love that how it's never really talked about after that fact.
Yeah.
It was never explained.
That person,
Yeah.
like, if this was a real story, like, that person was playing the long game. Like, they were
Yeah.
putting in time at that bar and getting known by all the locals so that they could, commit whatever crimes they were doing.
And then I will say outfits all around 10 out of 10, absolutely ridiculous. Those women's booty shorts and their boot, like who are we protecting right now? What's happening? I love it. That's so dumb.
Also, is everyone blonde in the movie?
My favorite moment was, and I don't remember which characters it was, but it was like when they broke into the house. There was a scene where one of the guys, and it might have been the ponytail guy, I don't remember, but it was one of the good guys. And like, it's like if my door is a person, it's like the scene is him like walking in like this, and the person's just standing right there the whole time. And it's like, oh, person. I'm like, I had to stop and rewind it and watch it like 3 times. It was so dumb. It's such a good dumb moment. It's just like it's a setup for like a big fight scene between the like tail dude. But yeah, it's like he's like sneaking in trying to be careful and doesn't look in the room at all. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
It's like they needed like with cartoons when Bugs Bunny's tiptoeing, like they need the xylophone for all his
Oh, good. That was a good moment.
Yeah.
I love the weapons. Everyone has nunchucks and stars, like you said. It's like, why is everybody a ninja?
Everyone has so many weapons.
The director's obviously a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He grew up watching
of ninja movies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And the bazooka?
Well,
Rowdy's bazooka? Why do you need a bazooka?
Better to hit moving targets, he said.
That's true.
That's right. Rangers.
The nunchucks, I'm glad you brought that up because if you noted, never once did anyone use them properly.
Correct.
They use the nunchucks like together and just whack people. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah, that kind of annoyed me a little bit. Not saying like I know how to use nunchucks, but I was like, if I had them, I would like.
I'd learn how to use them.
It's like can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Everyone just knows to at least flick it, right? Like that you at least twirl it.
What a missed out opportunity.
I know, right?
I feel like. Do you guys remember the frisbee with the razor blades?
Yes.
I have so many questions.
How about you get lost?
What do you mean?
I mean it. Move out. Now! Hey, Colleen! Got a great ass.
So do you, Pilgrim.
You don't look so hot to me. Oh, yeah? You didn't catch this. Hey! Yeah, let's have it. This is for the Molokai cops.
for bringing that up because I want to talk about that frisbee. Tell me, you guys' first reaction to that scene.
The details are fuzzy, but I'm assuming like these guys are trying to catch the dude in the shades,
Yeah.
those aviators.
Yeah. I think his name
he
was
loves to play-
Shades.
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. And what I found was weird was he's always playing frisbee at a specific time of day on the beach with his AK rifle with a strange girl.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, let's kill him. Let's switch out the frisbees and kill him by putting razor blades on the frisbee.
Yeah. And
What a wild idea.
Yeah. If I recall, his line was, I think I can work with this. Work with a frisbee.
This is the best idea ever.
Yeah. And then, so like, first of all, Rowdy, the character Rowdy, pulls out a black frisbee and starts playing with him. And then he like switches them and he's like,
super sneaky.
yeah. With the razor
Well, and he like
blades.
got that girl. That was that any like use of a woman in that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Because that girl, it was like he was like, scram, get out of here, and she like walked away, and he's like, nice butt, and she's like, or like she has like a witty little comment back to him or whatever. But I was like,
Oh,
I would be a treat.
Yeah.
Stop my frisbee game I enjoy, and then comments on my butt.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Sir, I want to go play frisbee with this guy with a
my
loaded
friend,
gun.
Shades.
My friend. His name
It's
is
4:00. I have to play. Yeah.
my friend who wears tactical gear on the beach.
He's a really good guy, you guys. And that, like, the dude Shades, like, he's there at the, like, he's the one that kills, like, the like, police officers, right? That are, like, just gonna go give, like,
Yeah, at
the
the
neighborhood
beginning.
weed family.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were like,
Those comedy
it's
cops.
fine, just,
Yeah.
we give them this, and they give us this, and it's great. And then, like, Shades shoots him down for no good reason,
Yeah.
right?
And
And then
then
it's like, do we really see him again until the beach?
I don't think so. I
I
just
don't know.
remember at the beginning when he did that, the camera zoomed into his nose and you saw his nose hair.
Did not catch that, but hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah,
But
for-
definitely love the death scene. The frisbee
Yeah.
just getting into his neck and just dies. A slow death. They're all slow deaths, which is so fun.
yeah.
I appreciate all his finger, like it cutting his fingers off before it hits him.
Yeah. It's
Great.
like
Amazing.
so you mentioned the throwing star from the cowboy boot.
Ninja Star boots.
Yeah, let's talk about that where the women snap the action.
Now, what do you suppose?
Freeze! Hold it!
Come on, Donna, hurry up!
Earring! Who are those broads? Oh, jeez! Don't let him get away! Don't let him get away! Damn it! There they go! We gotta get the stuff out of the chopper, man. Oh, man, it's gone! You took the boxes! Take it off! Damn! What are we gonna do?
I dread facing Seth empty-handed.
Yeah.
This was one positive I did take away from this is that there's like one damsel in distress moment, but for the rest of the movie, the women are like holding their own.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? They're like boobs and tits and adorable, but like they can beat you up and they're not just relying on the men to do that.
Yeah.
So her getting, again, costumes, Stellar. Loved it. And for her to go down into her boot and have a ninja star in there, which, honey, how are you doing that? You're cutting your ankle up with that. Like, to do that was so dumb.
There's a
it
pocket.
was so good.
There's a pocket in the side where it's like.
But
there was
where
no
else
room
would
in the
she-
booty shorts, so they had to put in the boots. Oh my gosh. So where'd they hide the nunchuck?
One in each bra side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, and again, at least she used it properly as opposed to the nunchucks that they just used as
Yeah.
a whacking weapon. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think the frisbee razor blade is the best weapon they had so far. It's very creative. Never seen that before in any film ever.
Oh,
So
and very inexpensive to make, right? This little sticky razors. They're cheap. The frisbees probably like 1980s money, like 25 cents. So
like poor guy who has to like put it together. I'm sure he had cuts all over his hands too. Like, hey, don't waste this blood. Let's use it for the scene.
That scene, the throwing star scene, they lose one of the things of diamonds though, right? Because that's a whole issue throughout the rest of the thing, is that they only had the one thing of diamonds because the other one fell down there. They never go back to get it, do they?
Honestly,
you're right.
I had a hard time following that.
Okay. Well,
I just forgot about it.
No, because I was like, they zoom into it multiple times. I'm like, oh, at some point in this movie, we're gonna watch them come back and get it. And so I was like, got it. I'll watch for that moment. Never happens.
Yeah, because they mentioned that later, right? When they come to get the diamonds and they go in the freezer, and she's like, I only have this one thing of diamonds. Remember when the two came?
Where the other one is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just never shows them doing that, I don't
think.
It
doesn't come back unless they were using the second box as a way, don't kill us because we know where the other box is.
Yeah.
Maybe? I'm trying to make sense of this crazy movie.
Yeah.
No. Just like the snake, just an afterthought. I'm just kidding.
The snake coming out of the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these are all details from a beautiful tapestry that create the magic of Hard Ticket to Hawaii. They're not disjointed pieces. Yeah, and I love the end of that scene, the scene where they're fighting those guys. They end it by saying, I dread facing Seth empty-handed. That's like their line. I dread facing Seth empty-handed. Right. I think.
Yeah.
So
the big, like the dude that they beat up. Yeah.
Yeah. So all credit to my cousin Steven, who told me about this film, who's a bad movie lover. And he was like, yeah, that's a line I quote on the daily. I dread facing Seth empty-handed.
I dread facing Seth empty-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth is a wild character. Seth Romero.
Yeah.
So any other favorite moments you guys want to highlight?
I like that he got shot in the face and was totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one shot, it grazed him. No, one of his minions, the like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern people, were like, Seth, you should probably go to the hospital. And he's like, no. Who was your favorite character and why is it Seth?
And why is it Seth?
No, who's your favorite character?
Acting wise, it was the one dude who came in to kidnap because he was the absolute worst actor. How that guy, you have to go with me. Like, he was awful. Anytime he talked, I was like, how is this guy in this movie? He's so bad. But I think my favorite character, because of their background, was Taryn.
Yeah.
Which was like the singer, because she's in the witness protection program, right? and her witness protection program person is the Donna, the other girl.
Yeah.
Is like the one watching her. So instead of like actually protecting her, she just makes her do the same job she's doing.
Yeah.
I don't understand their backstory.
No.
Like one is a DEA agent and one is in witness protection.
Oh, DEA.
And then they're giving DEA and then they're like giving tours for people. I was very confused what the heck they did.
They had a couple side hustles because she was DEA, but also like CIA. Donna was, and then Rowdy was also. But then Donna, would like flew that couple to like a different island so they could go camping and like gave them a tour.
So they're like tour guides. Also, they ship things because they brought the snake along to ship.
Yeah.
But so like Taryn,
I was confused.
Taryn was fine as a character, whatever, but her backstory was so ludicrous. I was like, I like her. That's my favorite thing because none of that tracks as to why she's in this. That's great. That was so dumb.
Seth, of course, because he has the most wild scenes, and he dies, I think, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? But
never dies.
Weird answer, but I think Dixon, the manager of the warehouse.
Oh yeah.
I feel like acting wise, I feel like he's done this before.
Yeah.
He's the best actor out of everybody that I've noticed.
Yeah, he was very natural. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have a favorite character.
It's Seth.
Yeah, it is Seth. You're right. It's Seth. When he says,
Seth.
No. That's what sealed the deal for me.
Seth, you gotta see a doctor.
No.
That man needs a vacation. He needs a hobby. He needs to like play some pickleball. And
stop getting shot at.
Yeah. He does not like what he does to living. And it shows.
Yeah, let your goons take care of that.
Yeah, I know, right? Turn that frown upside down. We've discussed some confusing moments from this film. There are many. What to you is most confusing thing about this movie?
Well, I think I already mentioned it. Donna and Taryn's backstory was so confusing to me. That was the first thing that I thought about.
The contaminated snake. We never know why if it's gonna die. Why are we even transferring it? What's it contaminated with? What's even happened? Why is the snake a part of this story?
Yeah,
the snake was the weirdest. That was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I wonder if they just had a puppet available or like puppetry skills, and they were like, "We gotta make this happen."
Incorporate that.
Yeah,
everybody loves puppets. Yeah, so many. There's also the skater boy with the blow up doll.
Yes.
Man, he must be smoking some heavy doobies.
Whew.
Come on! Move it, Herring! They're just up ahead. You got him, Frog.
I think they're gone now. Yep.
Here's the gun, Skater. Blow him away.
No problem, baby.
The bazooka, Rowdy? It's the only gun I can hit a moving target with. Good hunting weapon, huh?
And like, who's actually really, I mean, like, because he's good at skating. Like, it's clearly him doing the handstand skating down that hill, which is an insane thing to do. Yeah,
Yes.
he bazookas the doll.
Yeah, he bazookas him, and then he bazookas the doll, which is completely unnecessary.
But that's when he got the it's better for a moving target line. That's where
Yeah.
that line came in.
That's where it
She's
came
like,
from.
I can hit it with the moving target. Hilarious.
I will say that is the most memorable scene in the whole movie for me.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen someone use a rocket launcher to destroy a blow-up doll. It's just like this director, he knew what he was doing. He was like, y'all gonna remember me.
Yeah.
Y'all remember me.
And why did he have a blow
And here we
up
are.
doll? Like, why?
Yeah.
don't know.
Because the skater guy, like, I thought there was going to be more with that dude because it's like he hid behind it coming back down when the cop guys were coming. So he, like, hid behind it, like, and then had the gun, I think, right? Because he, like, but
Yeah.
also you could have just skated with the gun behind your back, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right. Or in
a
a
lot of options.
backpack or something. Yeah, so many other options.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. But it's memorable for a reason, right? And yeah, it made me laugh out loud. So yeah, that was a good scene. Quality cinema. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Quality.
Most realistic moments to you. Like if you could pick a moment that was like, okay, this could happen.
I'm sorry.
One thing I didn't have a note for, I was like, I
Person, me too.
don't even know. Yeah, I guess maybe like the rich dude on the boat.
Yeah. He was just
I did, and I forgot to say this during the confusing. I appreciated that helicopter was in fact a model helicopter. That they used for a little bit. But like, I don't know if you noted, but he had a remote control cane. It was like the helicopter was controlled with his cane. And I was like, is that mastermind? I love
That's
it.
realistic.
just really, really James Bond level of evil.
Yeah. Realistic. Man.
If you can't
I
answer the
don't know.
question, then maybe we just need to put that to bed.
Sanna, did you have a feeling where you felt it was most realistic upon rewatching?
No, I just wanted
Was
to
it
ask
the-
you guys. I was just curious.
I see what you did. I see what you did.
Hilarious. So that hot tub scene though, but it like the one gal's in it, the other gal gets in it at the beginning only to have diamonds handed to her and holding diamonds over a jacuzzi, and then they get out. I was like, that was the stupidest scene I've ever seen. That's usually how I hang out with my friends.
Yep.
Agreed.
And then we have a pillow fight.
Curl up and snuggle together as we sleep.
Yeah, I was not considerate in asking that question because I didn't even think about it at all.
I had like all my notes. Realist, nothing. I like could not do it.
Because I think a lot of these films that we're gonna do on this channel / podcast are gonna have none, so yep.
Or maybe one.
Or maybe one.
Maybe there is one.
Single realistic moment. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for today's fun discussion about high art and cinema. Do you guys have anything that you guys would like to quote before we end?
We don't have any B movies made yet, but we do have something similar. It's called Snatch-ette. It's a video we've created on YouTube on our Feminine Odor comedy channel.
Yeah, but Snatch-ette, written, directed by Crystal Lo, hilarious. The three of us in our latest podcast, Feminine Odor podcast, titled Airplane Feet.
Yeah, on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. So, and we're all here in Thunder, here in Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Hearts. Yeah, please follow, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Be sure to share the show with someone you know and adore so they can also transform into a line quoting B-movie cherishing, spoon-throwing hippie. And remember, bad movies don't exist because we love them all. Well, actually, yeah, bad movies do technically exist, but just let me have this catchy title, okay? Thanks. Bye.